Welcome, my dear wanderers of shadows. I'm Violet Nocturne, your guide into the tenebrous trails of the unseen and the unspeakable. Tonight, I beckon you into a story veiled in intricate beauty and elusive dread, a tale where art and obsession entwine to form something truly horrifying. Beware, for beauty often hides the teeth of monsters. Shall we? Let us begin. Imagine, if you will, a gilded spiral staircase, each tread adorned with delicate carvings of surreal creatures, half human, half beast. It was rumored to have been crafted by a sculptor of unparalleled genius named Renard Verroche. But Renard was no mere artist. He was an obsessive, enslaved by his need to manifest the sublime. This staircase was his magnum opus, though few had ever seen it, and fewer still lived to speak of it. The staircase has been the centerpiece of an abandoned Parisian mansion for over 2 centuries, a place whispered to be cursed, but not to all. One evening, a young historian named Émilie Verdet, eager to make her name, broke the seal of that desolate house. Emily had her reasons. This wasn't mere professional curiosity. She was convinced that Renard's secrets could propel her career beyond ordinary acclaim. What she didn't know was what it would cost her. The house reeked of decay, the kind of musty, sour odor you recognize instinctively as time gone wrong. Dust thick on every surface muffled her steps, and yet she swore she wasn't alone. But, ambition is deaf to whispers of caution. Isn't it? She found herself before the staircase. Not photographs, nor paintings had ever done it justice. Illuminated by her flickering flashlight beam, the spiraling steps seemed to twist not only upward, but inward, a vertiginous cascade into the subconscious. Each carved creature seemed alive. Their stone eyes followed her in thematically impossible ways. At first, she assessed them rationally, academically, a student of art, until she saw it. Near the base, one creature bore her likeness. Yes, Emily, herself captured in marble, mouth gaping in silent terror. For a moment, she dismissed the thought as absurd. Her imagination, heightened by the atmosphere, surely, or so she told herself. She clung tightly to this fragile disbelief, even when echoes rose from the top of the stairs. A faint but distinct murmur that could have been wind, or words. Could it be a draft shifting through unseen cracks in the mansion's walls, she thought? Yet, part of her knew it wasn't. The deeper temptation bloomed when she attempted to step away, to abandon her search. Do you know that feeling, darling? When your feet don't obey, not quite consciously? Emily's embodied disobedience led her anyway to ascend, hand-drawn to graze the intricate banister. And what a touch it was! Smooth as polished glass, yet it hummed with the warmth of a living pulse, like a vein of something alive that you did not want coursing through your fingers. Halfway up the staircase, she saw them, paintings she had not noticed earlier. But these weren't ordinary artworks. They glistened wetly despite the heavy air. Each framed an unnervingly surreal transformation. Men and women turning into the creatures she'd seen frozen in the staircase carvings themselves. Did the brushwater ripple slightly as she stepped closer? Did something shift in the mounting quiet around her? Every image unraveled her resolve slightly more. But the spiral doesn't simply lead strangers up. No. Emily touched its living secret with blood-aching clarity when she glimpsed at her reflection in the oddly marred mirror situated upon its 15th step. She wasn't entirely herself by that point. Fractures began. Her reflection seemed slightly blurred at its corners. It shifted subtly, and even worse, she felt her actual self beginning to mirror this sensation. Yes, Emily was folding inward, into the once topography of her recognizable form, now betraying controlled symmetry toward dreams of wild symmetry. It was here her fingers, which refused to unlatch upon gripping recursively tight-willed onto stone ridges above, got bright white, scrolled woven lettering, now faded and knitted threaded, contour fibers creeping, still anchored elsewhere. Soon M knew whatever she acquired. Illusion occurred, increasingly mentored, because stakes higher, the woven closest looked, entire year, bizzer, metamorphose threaden knot, immersia unub, tightening upon tangled, spanning, tighter, burning ribbons, direction, sanity, fracturing, demise, choice, await permanently. What journey, perhaps, absolutely snowing self, or trivial, actually? Resolved, vanishing vision, expel. What's precariously? Further simply, remove Chang, stitched part defines. Woven, malarial facets. Psychic refine B, guilt, shadow imprinted. Semblean, crypt, interesist, persistent loading, singular, grand aligned. Orch, no. In subprintable patterns. Scref, remaining. Born traces, sinister whispered test. Endure. Partial contours, worst physic looping, warped induction loop cycles pathways. Flutter undefined memory onwards towards clay mold.